thanks for joining me today at the Lower Mountain Fork River on my first fly fishing trip.
Well, I appreciate it, Rachel. I'm glad to be the one to show you the way, and we're going to learn a few basics today and hopefully catch a fish.
Awesome.
One of the most beautiful places, if not the most beautiful place in Oklahoma, Lower Mountain Fork River.
So today we went fly fishing and it was my first time. It does take some practice with sometimes a little impatience occurring, but it's really fun, and if you get someone that knows how to do it with you and learn the basics, it's really easy.
Well, the first thing I hope she takes away is, I can do this. The second thing of it is, I want her to realize that the beauty of the streams is as important as the fishing. And a lot of times, people fall in love with the streams so much that a special part of the day isn't even when she has a rod in her hands. It's when she's sitting on a log or sitting on a rock and she's just watching the beauty of a river as it passes by. Okay, the thing to remember about fly fishing, most people think it's very hard. There's a lot of technique and a lot of expertise that's gained only with time, which we don't worry about today. This is day one. But I do want you to know there's a very basic understanding of what needs to be functional, and you can catch a fish today.
We better.
All right, a fly rod.
Okay.
You'll notice that basically the first thing you have to do is know how to grip the rod. Okay. Just remember, you're going to wrap the handle just like that. The thumb goes on top, and the index finger, it becomes important.
Okay.
Because the index finger is how you bring in the line once it's in the water. When you're a new angler, you're out there on the first day, there's a few basic things that you need to know. How you hold the rod, the thumb on top of the handle is important. It gives you some control. The index finger is how you bring line in and how you control the line to bring a fish in. You do very little with the reel. It's really just a storage function. But you pull the line in through that index finger, and that's how you bring the fish in. That's a good way to begin.
Alrighty, sounds good. So let me
I want you to grip and put the thumb right there.
Okay.
Just hold it like that. Thumb goes on top.
Okay.
Your index finger holds the line, and basically when you want to retrieve it, all you do is you're pulling here with your left hand. Just go ahead and pull it some, and that brings the line in. That's how you retrieve a fish.
Okay.
Okay? So it's a very simple technique. It's just that you get excited and then you forget it. But that comes with practice. Okay? Okay, now Rachel, what we're going to do is very simple. Okay. I'm going to demonstrate a technique, and then I'll hand you the rod and I'll work with you in doing that technique as we fish the hole. Okay? Now what we're doing is reading the stream here. We have a good current.
Okay.
We're going to be casting into the current and let the strike indicator work its way down. We have two flies on. We have a little strike indicator that is the indicator of when a fish has taken it. Okay? But what we do is simply this. Just like that is how we make a cast. And then I'm going to high stick.
Okay.
I do not want a lot of the line in the water. That tends to spook a fish. Not having a whippy wrist is an important part of casting. Keep your wrist stiff, and your line position is usually, as your rod tip is above, it's at the 10 o'clock position and the 2 o'clock position as you move the line back and forth. So we only have the leader. I'm taking the slack out, and you will need to do the same, and I'll coach you along the way. So I'm going to flip it upstream, just like that. A lot of people make a mistake of having a whippy wrist or dropping the rod tip way down instead of keeping it up here as they are casting. And that's part of it that makes it a very easy process with the passing of time. You just learn a little bit more every trip. It's like any kind of endeavor. Using that technique I talked to you about, index finger, and we got a fish on.
Oh, yay!
And that is how we do it. Okay?
Okay, so now I gotta get one that quickly.
That's right. Now, did you see how that strike indicator went down?
Yes,
it just, you know,
like a
it's just a
bobber.
twitch and you don't have much time, okay?
Okay.
All right,
Let's see what we got.
let's see. We want him to get a little tired. That's part of the play in him.
Pretty.
Okay, beautiful, isn't he?
It is.
That's a rainbow.
It is.
He took the fly jig, which is one of my favorite patterns. Okay,
Oh.
we're gonna put him right here and let him
Off
back
he
in.
goes.
Okay.
All right.
And that's how you catch fish in the Mountain Fork River. I love to take new guys out to fly fish. The reason why is because I know the peace and serenity that's involved in fly fishing. My very best friends in the world are guys who stand in the river with me. About 5 years ago, we began a group called Christian Anglers Fellowship, and those guys have become my closest friends. They love being in the river together, and we share special times. What you learn is a little bit more every day, and with the passing of time, you learn the subtleties and the new lessons that are involved in being successful as a fly fisherman. But don't let the passing of time or the intimidation factor keep you from trying, because everything starts with a new move, a new trip, trying something new, and you don't have to know everything in order to catch fish. You can do it on day one, and there's no better place to do it than the lower Mountain Fork River in Oklahoma, the most beautiful part of our state.
Oh.
Nope, got him.
Got it!
Oh, he got a loose. You had him. And remember, remember I told you he would take it on the J?
Yes, and he
That's
did.
That's exactly when he took it.
And I mean, just again, patience is the most important thing, which I learned I need to work on today.
Okay, you are that's a really nice drift, so be ready.
All right.
Lip, whoop, whoop. You got him.
I did.
Rod in the air.
It's
Rod
in
tip
here.
up.
What do I do? Just pull?
Rod tip up. You got him. Keep your rod tip up. Keep your line tight. You're
He's a
doing
little
good.
bitty.
That's it. Keep it up.
Let him get tired.
Here. No, we're okay.
Get him, Mr. C! Got him? Woo! We
There's
did
your first
it!
trout, girl.
First trout, little rainbow.
All right. Let's see what we got. Okay, he took the
Bigger one,
okay.
right?
He took the fly jig.
Well, I have always wanted to go trout fishing, and I finally have got to with Mr. C here. And as much as I would love to catch a brown trout, I caught a rainbow trout. Uh-oh.
Which is fine.
Yep.
They're all good.
A trout is a trout.
Yep. And he is slippery.
He is slippery. I got a good grip. I'm not scared of a
Okay,
little
you got him?
fish. He is slippery. I'm going to hit you in
He's
the head.
very slippery.
Are they stuck?
But the taste of success.
It is. We're not stopping yet.
And
All
ease
right.
him back into the water. There are certain rivers that I would take a new person that's just getting started. The lower Illinois at Gore, Oklahoma is a great place for new people because it's an easy environment to fish in. But this is my favorite Oklahoma place.
I've been pond fishing before, paddle fishing, and fly fishing. There is a little bit different techniques, so you do have to practice, and it really does help to have that person that's knowledgeable, and in my case had 20 years on me, and I'm only 24, so he's been at it a while and can really tell me the little things to look at.
There he is. You got him.
Got him.
You got him.
Woohoo! Number 2. He's, oh, I thought
Keep
he
it
was
tight.
gone.
Keep it tight. Okay, okay, you're there. You're there. There you're there. Just right over this direction. Whoa, easy. We got him.
him. Number 2. You weren't even.
Whoa!
I caught 2 on the first day, and it's been 2 weeks since it's been stocked. So, next time I come back, I'll come the day after the river's been stocked. This is a rainbow trout. They're really slimy, as you can imagine. I mean, it's a fish. And we're at the Lower Mountain Fork River. Great little hole for trout fishing, and we're using a fly rod today with Mr. Clyde Ross. Oops.
And there you go.
Way to let him down easy, right? I really do genuinely want to thank Mr. Clyde Ross for coming out with us today and supplying some equipment, his own handmade flies that are beautiful, and helping us catch some fish and teaches me the basics of fly fishing in the dead of winter. So thank you.
Thank you, you're welcome. I enjoyed doing this.
Can I let him go? I mean, how many fish can I make supper in one day?
There he goes.
If you're wanting to come down here to the Lower Mountain Fork and fish and kind of curious of what you need and what you need to do, you can visit our website, wildlifedepartment.com, get all the information about that you need, or consult our fishing guide. And if you're already here, hit up the local fly shops and they'll be more than happy to give you the information you need.